Why don't you start?
All right. I will go over just a brief overview of the staff report. For the record, the applicant is requesting administrative adjustment approval from the following: the 10-foot landscaped area located between the parking area and the street be reduced to 7 foot 9 inches. The 5-foot landscape area located between the parking area and the sidewalk be reduced to 4 foot 9 inches. The two 2.5 inch caliber shade trees located along South Street be reduced to 2 multi-stem 6 foot to 8 foot height minimum, and the 30-inch high head shrubs be reduced to 24 inches in height. Findings of fact and conclusions of law. Staff recommends that the director consider the following as findings of fact and conclusions of law. Requiring such parking setback would be an extraordinary circumstance and condition applying to the property, which is located in the downtown business zone, because the parking lot is existing and does not currently conform to the required setbacks. Parking is located on site, unlike the majority of properties in the downtown business district. There are existing power lines located above the required setbacks intended for landscaping. There are existing steel supports securing the adjacent 124 East Main Street retaining wall that runs parallel to the parking lot, which are unique to this property. Furthermore, existing parking lots located at 114, 111, and 117 East Main Street, also located in the downtown business district, do not meet the setbacks of zoning ordinance section 164-113. For finding 2, the applicant has stated the intent has always been to reuse the existing parking area for the Covalent Spirits use. I apologize, should be keeping up with this. To reuse the existing parking area for the Covalent Spirits use. Furthermore, the setback of the existing parking area at the property are the same as mentioned before. And therefore, the administrative adjustment is necessary for the preservation and enjoyment of substantial property rights possessed by other properties in the same zone and in the same vicinity. And lastly, according to the Maryland State Department of Assessments and Taxation, the building was built in 1925, well before the city zoning ordinance was adopted. This building is listed by the Maryland Historical Trust database as CARR 375. The proposal is to reuse an historic building and its associated parking area, which would not be of substantial detriment to adjacent properties. The board heard case number 2005 on Tuesday, November 3rd of 2020, where no one from the adjacent neighborhood brought up any negative comments about this use being a detriment to their adjacent property. Landscape as outlined in the staff report will be planted to protect and screen the adjoining properties, and the applicant is installing new ADA sidewalk along Westminster Avenue for public use, adding to the access and walkability of the neighborhood, further providing a better condition than what currently exists. And lastly, for the recommendation, staff recommends approval of the proposed administrative adjustment 2102 pursuant to section 164-158-1 of the city zoning ordinance, subject to the findings of this report. Thank you, Mr. Director. If you have any questions.
No questions. Thank you, Andrew. Applicant, I guess just want to confirm what Andrew talked about and maybe highlight some of the reasons why the administrative adjustment is needed.
Sure. Andrew Stein, place of business is 192 East Main Street in Westminster, Maryland. I'm a landscape architect working for development design consultants, and I worked on preparation of this plan. I concur with all the findings, a very thorough report that Andrew did with regard to the relief requested in the administrative adjustment. With regard to the plan itself, as Andrew mentioned, these requests are the result of existing conditions on the property. The setback, or the 10-foot setback and the 5-foot setback relief requests are a product of the desire to maintain the existing parking lot in its current condition, yet to still provide as much landscaping as a population chart to not result in detrimental views between this facility and adjacent facilities. Andrew also mentioned the presence of the overhead utility lines that require the planting of smaller trees that are in compliance with the BGE Right Tree, Right Place program. So really, a lot of these relief requests result from a desire to provide as much landscaping as possible that still preserves the ability of the owner or the operator of the distillery to utilize the existing parking facility.
Are they being met?
Yes,
So, I mean, I'm sorry, the landscaping requirements are being met, they're just located elsewhere in site.
Yes.
So we couldn't make it in one location, so at the end of the day, the planting units required are being provided.
correct. And if they have not, they were granted an administrative a modification to the standards contained in the landscape manual. And that's noted on the
Jennifer, anything?
No, nothing else to add.
Okay. And I see nobody here from the public. And again, for the record, we did not receive any comments from the public regarding this application.
No, sir.
Okay, well, then with that, then I will grant the administrative adjustment to the requested landscaping modifications and setback modifications as outlined in the staff report. And also accept the findings and conclusion of law as provided in the staff report for a basis for the administrative adjustment.
Thank you very much.
And if nobody has anything else,
Nothing else from us.
I think that concludes the meeting.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.